They've been trying to warn the world. The first Israeli delegation that went out warning the world about the Iranian nuclear program went out in 2003, Greg, but nobody in the world was listening. Over 20 years ago, Israel started warning the world. And the reason why Israel attacked today is because they are at the end of the line. We learned from the intelligence that Iran was literally within weeks or days from finishing a nuclear bomb. And Israel was not going to take that chance. They were not going to let it get to that point because for them, it's existential threat. And never again means never again. The Israelis, back in World War II and the 40s, they were weak. They did not have Israel. Right now, it's a different world. The Jews are never going to allow anybody to annihilate them again. And that's exactly why they stood and they fought this war today.
Today, Iran struck back with rockets. 41 Israelis were wounded. The Trump administration saying the U.S. had nothing to do with the Israeli attack. That was last night. This morning, the president was asked about it, and he said, no comment.
So what keeps you up at night in the wake of all this?
Brett, I don't know if Mike Pompeo mentioned this, but he was actually a target of an IRGC plan to assassinate him.
As was the president.
As was the president. Look, these are very bad actors. These people are the tipping point of the anti-American actors on the world stage. China, Russia, North Korea, Venezuela, but Iran is the most active through the IRGC. And actually, people should be lining up to say thank you after what we did last night, because they're not only enemies of Israel, they're enemies of the West, they're enemies of Judeo-Christian civilization. And these are people who are going to threaten world peace. And what we're doing is actually a military strike that advances peace, doesn't set it back.
It is a dangerous moment for the Middle East. The region is on edge, but Iran has few allies coming to its defense. World leaders have urged de-escalation, but Israel and Benjamin Netanyahu see this as an historic opportunity to destroy Iran's nuclear program and maybe even the regime itself.
Posting on X, Iran's supreme leader threatened to retaliate. That Zionist regime, he wrote, should anticipate a severe punishment. By God's grace, the powerful arm of the Islamic Republic's armed forces won't let them go unpunished.
We're going to start our coverage tonight with NJ Burkett. Newt?
Yeah, Bill, the Israeli prime minister spoke directly to the Iranian people tonight, saying this fight is not about you. So yes, this is about more than the Iranian nuclear program. It's about destabilizing the regime. But for the moment, the regime is launching missiles and Israel is under attack. The Iranian counterattack lit up the skies over Tel Aviv tonight, and not every missile was intercepted from a barrage of drones and incoming missiles. Overnight, Israeli military commanders launched an unprecedented attack. Waves of bombers targeting Iranian nuclear facilities, the nation's ballistic missile stockpiles, and the command and control network. Missile strikes killed Iran's top generals and war planners. The attack was years in the making and executed in secret last night after Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Israel faced an existential threat, that Iran was weeks away from enriching enough uranium to produce nuclear weapons.
Imagine 10,000 tons of TNT landing on a country the size of New Jersey.
President Trump told reporters today that the U.S. had been advised of the attack. Although the U.S. did not directly participate in it, the Americans supplied crucial intelligence to help the Israelis carry it out.
From an intelligence perspective, this is just brilliant what the Israelis have done. They've gone back and they've used the Hezbollah playbook where they're taking out all of the top leadership within the military, haven't touched the regime yet.
And that may be coming. The Israelis could be trying to destabilize the Iranian government.
Brave people of Iran, your light will defeat the darkness. I'm with you. The people of Israel are with you.
But I think what they are doing is trying to weaken this regime to the extent that the Iranian people can take matters into their own hands. It's a very, very risky strategy.
Well, it's risky because it may not work. The fact that the Israelis were able to target the military commanders in Iran shows that they can also target the Ayatollah. Netanyahu said today that Israel will take him out too if the Iranian counterattack proves devastating.
The pending threat of an all-out war between Israel and Iran escalating tensions here at home. First, Israel launching an attack on Iran, deploying warplanes and drones over the heart of Iran's nuclear base.
Iran has made very clear through its own actions and through the actions of its proxies that it seeks to destroy Israel. And the international community agrees that Iran cannot possess nuclear weapons.
The Associated Press reporting nearly 80 people were killed and more than 300 injured in Iran, according to Iran's ambassador. Iran retaliated by unleashing ballistic missiles over Jerusalem and Tel Aviv. Israel reporting dozens were wounded.
There was a message at first that said you could go out, but don't go far. Now they are fully in their shelters. It is the middle of the night, and so they're allowed to return to bed, but they have to be within moments of a shelter.
Just yesterday, the IAEA issued a damning report, indicting Iran for violations of agreements and for racing ahead towards a nuclear bomb. And above all of that, we have intel, very clear intel, that if they continue in the present state, they will have a nuclear bomb within weeks, perhaps even days. So we cannot take that risk. For us, this is an existential issue. It is a matter of life and death. We've been there. We've been there 80 years ago. We didn't have an army. We didn't have a state. We couldn't protect ourselves. The Jewish people are in a new state of affairs today. We have an army, and a very powerful army with very courageous soldiers, and they're doing an incredible job to protect and defend the state of Israel right now.
Last thing, Mr. Ambassador, I asked my previous experts about what we're not thinking about. Here's former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo about Iran's reach.
The Iranian IRGC, the very leadership the Israelis destroyed last night, has been working in nearly every country around the world, including the United States of America, to plant little terror cells all across the world. Hezbollah was doing the same. So this will be a very difficult period.
Benjamin Netanyahu released a video a short time ago.
The proud people of Iran. We're in the midst of one of the greatest military operations in history, Operation Rising Lion. The Islamic regime, which has oppressed you for nearly 50 years, threatens to destroy my country, the State of Israel. The objective of Israel's military operation is to remove this threat, both the nuclear threat and the ballistic missile threat to Israel. And as we achieve our objectives, we're also clearing the path for you to achieve your objective, which is freedom. In the past 24 hours, we've taken out top military commanders, senior nuclear scientists, the Islamic regime's most significant enrichment facility, and a large portion of its ballistic missile arsenal. More is on the way. The regime doesn't know what hit them. They don't know what will hit them. The nation of Iran and the nation of Israel have been true friends since the days of Cyrus the Great. And the time has come for you to unite around your flag and your historic legacy by standing up for your freedom from an evil and oppressive regime. It has never been weaker. This is your opportunity to stand up and let your voices be heard. Woman, life, freedom. Zan, Zandegi, Azadi. As I said yesterday and many times before, Israel's fight is not with you. It's not with you, the brave people of Iran, whom we respect and admire. Our fight is with our common enemy, a murderous regime that both oppresses you and impoverishes you. Brave people of Iran, your light will defeat the darkness. I am with you. The people of Israel are with you.